Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the packet tracer activity 12.6.6 of our ITN course, where we are going to work with configuration of IPv6 addressing. I hope everybody has downloaded this activity from your NetAcad accounts and then gave your credentials to enter into the topic. So let's see what we are going to do here. So this is what our packet tracer activity looks like, our topology. But before you even start, let me point out something which I have found. There is a connection missing from S1 to this accounting server. Though we do all this activity, you won't get any connectivity to accounting. It doesn't allow you to do this connectivity because all the things are locked here. Even though you can see, if I click, it says connection links is locked. It won't allow you to do this connection. But according to me, to my knowledge, I feel that there is this link missing, but it doesn't give you, it doesn't have an impact on the overall activity at all. So let me show you what it has been asked over here. So this is what you always get an addressing table whenever you start dealing with these kind of topologies. And the objectives are, you have to configure IPv6 addressing on the router, you have to configure IPv6 addressing on the servers, and then you have to do the same IPv6 addressing on the clients, and then test and verify your network connectivity. So let us start doing it part one, step by step, just like how we did in your earlier videos. So it is asking me enable the router to forward IPv6 packets. So click R1, then enter, then take the CLI tab, fine, press enter, enter the privileged executive mode. And for us, please remember that for any kind of IPv6 routing, and if you need to give the IPv6 addresses, the very first command that you should be entering is IPv6 unicast routing. If you don't enter this particular command, your router will not be able to do IPv6 routing. So you have to enable this IPv6 routing by using this command. So let's do that. So here is your R1. So click on your R1. Once again, press enter. You see the mode here, user mode, enable, and then after enable, configure terminal. Now you go into the global configuration mode, IPv6 unicast routing, press tab. You know, the autofill feature with the tab. You just do that, press enter. Okay. So I did the first part. This is done. Now it is asking me do the IPv6 addressing on both the interfaces of the router. If you see here, the router has two interfaces. Both of them are showing red over here. That means they are not configured and they are not switched on, or they are inactive. So do keep that in mind. These colors give you an idea what if you missed any step. So it is saying go on the gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 port, and it is asking me to provide this addressing and then activate the interface. Okay, fine. Let me do that. So first thing what I need to do is I need to type in the interface command, interface z0 by 0. That is what it actually said here. Let me just okay. So 0 by 0 interface. This is what I did, and it is asking me to provide. Rather than typing everything, what I would do is I will just copy, Control C, come here, enter, right click. This is saves me some time. But if you're doing it for the first time, I always suggest you to do it on your own, at least for some till you get the hang of it. Okay, press enter, and then it is going to ask me to configure the link local address also. What the command is for link local is very simple. What you do is towards the end, after you give the address IPv6 address FE80 :1, you just add the link local to it. That's all. That tells the router that this is the link local address for this particular interface. Okay, and once again I'm going to do the right click, paste, done. And after adding these two addresses, then type in no shut down. Okay, enter. So I did the first interface. Now it is actually asking me IPv6 on this. There is a other interface which is gigabit Ethernet 0 by 1. So it is asking me to do the same thing, but get the addresses, the same addresses from the table. So let me first enter into that interface Z0 by 1, enter. Then go to the addressing table. So this is the interface of Z0 by 1. This is your IPv6 address. I'll simply copy it to make sure that I don't type in errors, because we are humans and we make a lot of typing mistakes. IPv6 address, use the tab feature, then go here, put in paste, enter. Usually the link local address is the same, FE80 : 1. So to save time and to make sure that I don't type in errors, I'll use the up arrow. where I can get all the things that I did earlier. So this is the command that I typed in earlier. So press enter here and then type in no shutdown. That's it. Okay. So I actually activated the second interface also. Now let me see what it is asking me to do. So I did Z0 by 0 and then I did Z0 by 1. Done. Now it is asking me to step 4. Now it is asking me to configure the IPv6 addressing on the serial interface S0 by 0 by 0. Now it is once again asking me to go to the addressing table, get the correct IPv6 address, get the link local address and activate the interface. So the same set of commands, but let me see what the address is. See, for S0 by 0, the IPv6 address is given as here. Let me copy it. So first I have to enter into the interface S0 by 0 by 0. And remember that if you did any mistake while doing these address things, just if you want to remove that particular address, there is no control Z here. What you need to do is you have to enter into that interface again, type in no, and then type in the same command, IP address, whatever you typed. So automatically remove that address. Then you give the new statement or new command for the new address or the correct address which you want to assign to that particular interface. Do remember these steps. It will definitely come in handy when you are doing the examinations. Okay, so then IPv6 address tab, let me paste it here, serial interface address, enter. Same, it's the link local address remains the same. So once again I'm using the up arrow to get that link local address, type in and no shutdown, NOSH, no shutdown. Use the shortcuts because it reduces your time, and also it reduces the probability of us making mistakes, typing mistakes. Okay, I completed step 4 also. I did it. Now it is asking me verify the IPv6 addressing on R1. So for this, to verify, to use the show commands, you can't do that in this particular mode. So usually what I do is I can type in end here. It will directly kick me out to the user mode or to the privileged mode. Okay. So once I come here, what I can do is I can type in show IPv6 interface. Rather than typing it, I can use this brief. It is showing me what I did. See, Z0 by 0, it is up. This is the address that I entered. For Z0 by 1, once again, you see the address. It says both up. That means we have activated the interfaces. Once again, the third interface which I did is serial as 0 by 0 by 0. I assigned the two addresses, and then from an examination point of view, I want all of you to please make sure that you assigned these addresses in the right way or not. Double check them, because even 1 particular character can lead to 0 marks. Okay, so please make sure that you have given all these addresses properly without any errors. Double check them. You'll have sufficient time to do that. No big issue. Especially while working with IPv4 and IPv6 addresses, a lot of students tend to do many mistakes. Many of them typing mistakes rather than other things. Okay, so now let me start looking at the other things. It's saying that okay, fine. See, this is what it has given you. If you have done any mistakes in the previous steps, please make sure that you do use the no command. Okay, so let me check it next. The thing is, it's asking me the save the router configuration to NVDAM. You know what you do: copy running config to startup config. You did this command many number of times earlier. This is done. So we have assigned all the commands on router R1. Now let me move to the next one. It says configure IPv6 addressing on the servers. We have a lot of servers in this topology. You see here, there is an accounting server, there is a CAD server. So let me show you what these things are for. What it is going to ask me to do that. Click the IPv6 addressing on the accounting server. Where is the accounting server? This is it. Unfortunately, it's not connected and we will not be able to do that here. But I can do the assignment, no issues. And then it is asking me click accounting and click the desktop tab. I just did that. See, you can see the desktop tab over here and the IP configuration. I can do that. So it is asking me set the IPv6 address. So rather than doing that, I can do the copy paste thing. Control C, click on IP configuration. You see the IPv6 address here. You can't copy paste everything because the prefix has to be written here. 64 is the prefix. You can't simply just copy it and paste it there. The prefix should be written over here. It already has a link local address, but it needs a default gateway. So set the IPv6 default gateway to FE80:1, which is a link local one. So I have given this. I think this is done, the IPv6 addressing on accounting server. This is how you do it. Give the IPv6 address, give the default gateway, type in this prefix value. It is usually 99%, it's usually 64. So let me close this. and it is asking me now to configure IPv6 addressing on the CAD server. But for the CAD server, refer to the addressing table. Let me go back to the addressing table. Where is the CAD server? This is the CAD server here. It is written over here. It is asking me, okay, fine. This is the address. This is where we do the mistake. You should not copy paste everything. You have to copy until this 4 only. You cannot copy the prefix. Go to the CAD server, click on it. This opens. You can see the desktop tab over here. Click on the IP configuration, go to the IPv6 address, Control V. Once again, just type in 64 here, and then it is usually FE80, the default gateway. It is also given over here. Just do that, FE80, default gateway FE80. Close it. Done. So we did that also. I did the both the servers. I did configurations for, and then let me see what else is remaining. Configure the IPv6 addressing on the clients. We have the other clients also. So it is asking me to put the IPv6 addressing for the other clients, where we have first one is click billing. So let me click billing first. Then it's asking me to IPv6 address is 2001. So I have to do the same process. It's very simple. Click billing, go to desktop, click on IP configuration, click on here. Oh, sorry. And then just type in 64. And for the default gateway, it is asking me it is in the link local address. If you see, this is the, if you come here, it will be much more easier. I got used to looking at the addressing table for my information because it's much more easier for me. I got used to be doing that. So this is my sales, this is my address, and for all the default gateway, you have to enter FE80:1. So let me copy this, Control C, and where is this billing? So default gateway is FE81. Okay, close it. So what are the other clients I have? Billing, sales. Let me start with sales. IP configuration. What is the one which I got here? Sales. Let me take this, copy, Control C, Control V, 64. It will be the same thing, FE80:1. Okay, FE80:1. Close it. Okay. What else are remaining? Sales is done, billing is done, accounting is done, design and engineering. So let me click on design, go to IP addresses. This is the default gateway. It's the same thing. Let's save some time. What is this? So I'm talking about design. The design address is this. So Control C, Control V, 64. Okay. So this is done. And on the engineering part, let me go to the configuration part. For engineering, this is the address which is given in my table. Control C, Control V, 64. The default gateway remains the same, but try to do the copy pasting rather than typing in, because one small space or some mistake, it takes a long time to once again check each and everything back. To troubleshoot, it's a big headache with address and configuration. So even when you're doing for the first time, spend a little bit of time, do it properly. So see, the completion is 100%. We completed this. This is very simple activity. We just need to give the configurations. That's all. Nothing much over here. So, and finally, we come to the IPv6 addressing. We did everything. And towards the end, it is asking me to make sure that you can ping each other. So let me go for, let me ping something. Where is the sales one? So let me go to sales. And on the sales, you go to the web browser part. Click on the web browser. See what it's asking me to do. It is asking me the accounting issue, but accounting is not connected here. There's a small issue. So let me go to this. Let me check if I can reach the CAD server or not. So Control C. Now what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to reach this CAD server from sales. Okay. So for that, I need to type in the CAD server's address and then go. See, welcome to CAD server. Now that means I'm able to connect with the CAD server. Similarly, you can verify by pinging the other things also, except for accounting, which won't work in our scenario because of some mistake. And also it is asking me click on any client and you can actually do the ping also. Let me check. This is nothing but let me see if I can reach the internet service provider. So using this, because I actually configured this serial port also as 0x0x0, I should be able to reach to this. So let me try it from design. So design, go to the desktop tab, go to the desktop tab. Once again, click command prompt. Then let me ping. Let me see ping. So ping. See, I got the reply straight away. So this is how you verify the connectivity between the devices. I am able to do the ping also. Ping is also successful. If you can see here, I can reach all other devices and I can also reach the internet through this. This is how IPv6 addressing is done. This is pretty simple packet tracer activity. It shouldn't take much time. But towards in the examination point of view, you will get this as a part of your main lab exam. So try to get used to this. But my suggestion is rather than typing everything, please copy the content, please copy the addresses straight from your addressing tables and then type it in your packet and then just paste them in your packet tracer windows. Okay, guys, I hope this is sufficient for all of you to understand about IPv6 addressing. We learned quite a lot of theory in the module video. This is the only packet tracer activity we have for this module. I will bring out the next module's packet tracer activity videos also. So thank you very much. Take care.